It's an end of an era. Netflix had shut down their DVD rental service. It's over. It's the service that killed Blockbuster, and it helped popularize DVD into our mainstream culture. An end of an era, indeed. I remember when I was exposed to Netflix the first time. The first time I watched Netflix was when I was like around 7 with Netflix on the Wii. Yes, I remember the image quality is really bad because the Wii was an AV console. But for the time for Netflix on the Wii, it was cool for the time to watch movies on a Nintendo console. It was pretty cool for their time, and streaming movies, not on a DVD like the PS2, but on a streaming. And Nintendo actually released, I'm not sure if it's Nintendo, but there was a disc with Netflix inside of it. And that was cool. But I'm getting off topic. I'm not talking about Netflix on the original Nintendo Wii. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about Netflix delivery service where they deliver DVDs that you rent. Yeah, it's none of the cases, so you gotta be careful with those, and delivery men have to be careful with those because they get scratched up because the DVDs are in envelopes. I remember around a decade or slightly less ago, I remember DVDs being rented to my household when I was a kid, and I watched movies like from the 80s and 70s. That's what I remember. Like, I watched the Karate Kid movies from the 80s and Christopher Reeve's Superman, and that's how I watched the original Star Wars movies. That was back before Disney ruined Star Wars. That was back when there were 6 movies, and there was a Clone Wars movie as well, and I think I'm missing a few other stuff, but anyway, I have some nostalgia over Netflix DVDs being mailed and rented as a child, so I'm nostalgic for it. Though I do buy Blu-rays more because I prefer to watch movies in the highest quality possible. I don't want to watch modern movies in 480p on a DVD. I just don't want to do that. But it's still sad that Netflix is shutting down their DVD delivery service. It's October 2nd by the time I am recording this video. And the DVD rental service that Netflix had since 1998, that had been shut down since September 29th. They had delivered their last DVD, and they're giving it for free, basically. So that's a pretty cool deal, even though DVD is considered to be a boomer format for people who are not interested in streaming or Blu-rays. That's, if I don't have to rewind, I don't give a shit. I'm just sticking with DVD, that kind of mindset of things. So it was cool that you could get DVDs for free after the close down of Netflix's DVD rental service. Like, the only people that I know who still uses the DVD rental service from Netflix that's been going on since the late 90s were my grandparents from my dad's side of the family. And it must be tough for them that they can't rent movies anymore since Netflix is closing down their DVD rental service. So there are a few people out there that still use it. And I had conversations with my grandma that before that technologies, they get rid of a technology or a thing method that they're so used to. Like, it's becoming more common to pay bills like online, like attaching your debit card, and it's becoming less common to just write a check and then boom. And there are light bulbs that hurt my grandma's eyes that the government's pushing. The government is pushing away the older light bulbs that, because they're less environmentally friendly. So, and my grandma are less used to those newer light bulbs for her eyes. And whenever there are new methods and technologies, there's an older generation that are so used to the old things, and they're just thrown to the side, because when you get old, the world outgrows you. That's just how it works. Even when you're still alive, the world still outgrows you even when you're still alive. So that's what the Netflix DVD closed down made me think about. Because my grandparents still rent movies from Netflix through DVD. Don't get me wrong, I have not bought a Blu-ray. I think in about a year. That was the last time I actually bought a Blu-ray, because I'm living in the dorms now, and like streaming's very convenient, and I have a streaming service provided for me in my campus that I could use. So I gotta make my money's worth. So it's really sad that Netflix's DVD rental service is closing down. It's an end of an era, and even though I have never used it ever, it's still emotional to see it go. It's emotional to experience an era ending.